Hello, in today's series, let's talk about how the latest newcomer in the AI industry, Deepseek, will impact the AI world and how did Apple's stock fare in its latest first quarter 2025 earnings. Will Apple's AI innovation pipelines be impacted by Deepseek's arrival into the industry? Let's deep dive further to see if there's still potential in Apple's stock to go higher by the end of 2025. Hello everyone, welcome back to SDA Club, the club for stock trading and analysis. This channel is dedicated to providing you with high quality tutorials, guides and insights that demystify the world of trading. Join us as we will share more trading secrets and valuable insights. To stay updated and to be the first to access these valuable resources, hit the subscribe button now. By subscribing, you're opening the door to a world of trading and maximizing your potential for success. Before we dive in, here's a quick disclaimer. The information in this video is for educational purposes only. It's not a call to buy or sell. So, what is Deepseek? Deepseek is a Chinese artificial intelligence software company that hit the headlines recently with its rapid growth in user base. Its first product is an open source large language model, and it is based in Hangzhou, Zhejiang. Its co-founder, Liang Wenfeng, established the company in 2023. Deepseek's AI models were developed amid US sanctions on China and other countries, restricting access to chips used to train LLMs. These sanctions were intended to restrict the ability of these countries to develop advanced AI systems. As a result of such sanctions, the quality and cost efficiency of Deepseek's models have disrupted current AI models. Deepseek's models have been showered with praise by Silicon Valley executives and US tech company engineers alike. The Deepseek V3 and Deepseek R1 are on par with OpenAI's and Meta's most advanced models. So, what are the differences between the Deepseek and OpenAI models? Deepseek's R1 model demonstrates strong performance in tasks requiring complex reasoning and logical deduction. Deepseek also offers a robust multi-language support, making it suitable for global applications. Deepseek prioritizes transparency and explainability, allowing users to understand how the AI arrives at its conclusions. Deepseek models are also designed to be adaptable and customizable, catering to specific industry needs and requirements. OpenAI, on the other hand, are known for their advanced NLP capabilities, enabling them to understand and generate human-like text with remarkable accuracy. OpenAI is also known for writing stories and poems to composing emails and articles. OpenAI models can assist with various creative content needs, helping developers write code faster and more efficiently, and are used for a wide range of tasks, including answering questions, summarizing text, and translating languages. Therefore, will a company like Deepseek disrupt American AI models? And will a company like Apple, who utilizes AI, be affected by Deepseek's rise? Here's to a little history of Apple. Apple was co-founded in 1976 as Apple Computer Company by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. The company was founded to produce and market Wozniak's Apple I personal computer. Its second computer, the Apple II, became a bestseller as one of the first mass-produced microcomputers. Apple then introduced the Lisa in 1983 and the Macintosh in 1984 as some of the first computers to use a graphical user interface and a mouse. Today, Apple has expanded its product categories to include various portable devices, such as the iMac, MacBook, iPhone, and iPad. Apple also sells several other products, such as Apple Services and wearables home and accessories, like the Apple Watch, AirPods, HomePod, and its latest Apple Vision Pro. Apple currently dominates the global smartphone market with a 28% market share, while Samsung is second in line with a 22% market share. Recent surveys from the latest January 2025 quarter also showed that iPhones is still the top-selling model in the US, urban China, India, France, UK, Australia, and Japan. We all know that Apple's smartphones have in fact been in a decline in China since last year, which have affected Apple's stock price. However, the recent quarter survey did show some encouraging results. Let us look at Apple's segmented results from its latest first quarter 2025 in more detail. Apple categorizes its business into 5 business segments, namely the smartphone business, which sells the iPhone, Apple services, which include Apple Cloud, Apple TV, and Apple Music, wearables, home devices and accessories, which include its Apple Watch, Apple Vision Pro, AirPods, and other smart home accessories, Apple Mac, which includes its desktops and laptops, and finally, Apple iPad, which sells the Apple's tablet. From this picture representation, you will see that iPhone's revenue, its largest revenue segment, and the wearables and home devices business have declined year on year in its latest first quarter 2025 earnings release, while the services, Mac and iPad business increased. This increase in the services business have helped offset the decline from the iPhone revenue, and thus services saved the day for Apple as services paid subscriptions grew double digits and reached all-time high in terms of subscriptions. These results were in fact in line with market expectations, as the market already knew that the decline from its smartphone business would be because of its businesses in China. In this next table, we compare Apple's segmented revenues by country and product for first quarter 2025. Here, it is in fact encouraging to note that on a quarter-on-quarter basis, Apple seemed to have done better, even in China, where sales increased 23% compared to the last quarter. If we compare segmented revenues by product, we can see that iPhone increased a whopping 49% quarter on quarter. The reason for the increase is because the sales on the iPhone 16 have outperformed the iPhone 15 due to an influx of upgraders moving on to the iPhone 16. The company mentions that these trends tend to happen from time to time, as iPhone users tend to upgrade their phone on an average of 3 new iPhone cycles. Apple Intelligence is an AI model developed by Apple which features intelligent writing tools, intelligent image generator, Siri overhaul, visual intelligence, and much more. The rollout of Apple Intelligence is based on a partnership with OpenAI, so that users can use the model seamlessly across iOS, iPadOS, and macOS. Apple noted that iPhone sales tend to do better in regions with Apple Intelligence, already available in those regions. Apple Intelligence will also be rolled out soon into China. Apple believes that with the rollout of Apple Intelligence in China, together with the Chinese fiscal stimulus announced, Apple sales in China could improve by the end of this year. Apple's forward PE ratio sits at 39 times, a lot higher than the industry peers' average of 23.9 times. This gap raises valuation concerns for the world's most valuable company, with its market cap of over $3.6 trillion. However, the company shows strong growth demand for Apple's products, with its Q1 2025 install base reaching a record high of 2.35 billion active devices. This install base represents the latest total number of Apple users around the world. Apple have also introduced Vision Intelligence with camera control to help users learn about their surroundings instantly. This feature could help improve the user experience across all its devices, especially its latest Vision Pro product, which is essentially an augmented reality wearable device. The company's impressive margins in its latest quarter were also driven by a favorable mix of strong demand for its higher valued products. All these factors together might explain the reason for its high PE valuation, as the weakness in China seemed to have already been priced in. From this table, you will also notice that price to sales have gone up significantly since 2023, while net profit margins have declined. Therefore, Apple might have to do more to add value to its existing products and ecosystems, thereby improving the value mix to surpass its 2023 margins. For 2025, I'm expecting overall revenue to continue to decline due to the uncertain economic environment from any potential trade wars between the US and China. In conclusion, I'm optimistic about Apple's future, as we still see strong demand for Apple's products by looking at its record high install base. There is still plenty of opportunities for Apple to tap on, as Apple is opening 4 more stores in India, and with India being the second largest smartphone market in the world, and the iPhone now being the top selling model for the December quarter in India is indeed very promising. By tapping into the Indian market, Apple might diversify itself away from being too reliant on China. Apple Services is also growing in terms of revenue by leaps and bounds, and could soon see its revenues coming close to its revenues from the iPhone. With Apple's weighted average cost of capital at 11%, I valued Apple at $87 per share. At today's share price of Apple, this trades at a 62% premium above my intrinsic value. Apple's share price today might seem to be overvalued at 39 times PE and 9 times price to sales, but for a good reason, as investors seem to be very bullish on its long-term fundamentals of the company. Will its earnings eventually catch up to its high valuations? This remains to be seen by the investing public over time. As Warren Buffett usually says, in the short run, the market is a voting machine, but in the long run, it becomes a weighing machine. Till then, goodbye and see you in my next video.